Hello everyone, I'm Roopert83 and I'm going to be running some Super Mario World 95 Exit. We'll go ahead and get started here and I'll explain a little bit about the category here. And let's go. So this category is 95 Exit. It is 96 Exit is a much more popular category than this one. This is a no cape category, so I cannot pick up the cape at any point during this run. So that will make a number of levels quite a bit more difficult to make it through. I am still allowed to fly with Yoshi, but it still leaves quite a few number of levels that are more difficult to get over than in 96 Exit. There's probably about 3 levels I consider pretty difficult to just make it through the level without taking a death doing some of the faster strats. But those will be a little bit later. For the first few levels, this will pretty much be just like any other SMW run that you see. I'll be Small Mario up until the first castle. So really nothing new for those of you who have watched SMW runs. Nothing really new for the first few levels, but it'll start being a little bit different after the first castle. So pretty good for the first couple of levels. These are basically pretty much for most SMW runners. These are levels are pretty much muscle memory at this point. I won't be doing any wings in this category. That is something that you can do in this. See if we get the fish jump here. Yep. So wings are possible in this category in a few of the levels. I won't be doing those since I like the consistency to do that. And I guess at the same time you get to see a little more of the levels as well. Playing it a little safer in this section here, just to make sure that I don't accidentally take a death there. Missed the door, which is pretty normal. So for Iggy there, it's quicker to use some fireballs There's a little bit faster strat that's a little more risky, but a couple of fireballs, bop him on the head, and once a couple more fireballs, and he'll go into the lava pretty quickly. So we're done with the first castle. So we'll move on to Donut Plains, and we'll start. Basically, the route we're taking is we're trying to get to Special World as quickly as possible. The reason for that is once you finish Special, like the palette changes, and then the Koopas end up having the face masks, and it turns some of them blue where they normally wouldn't be. So that will help in a few of the levels to be able to fly over some of those with Yoshi. So that's the primary reason why we go through Special as early as possible. Pick up Yoshi here for just a moment. And he's going to help us get up here and move on to Donut Secret. Not a ton going on this level. Just stay out of the way of the fish and shoot them if you can. We'll pick up the P-switch here and float to the end since we'll go a little faster that way. This level you can actually go under, for most of it you can actually go underneath like this, and you can avoid that top section with the fish and so forth. And we'll just wait on this guy. Played a little safe there. If you play that a little too aggressively, sometimes you can accidentally run into the fish, which isn't a major deal, but I would prefer to avoid that. Is there a no flying category? There is. Those are generally, I don't know if it's still called low percent anymore, but there are like small only categories in which you can only use Small Mario. You can't use Yoshi or anything like that. That does limit a few more exits that you can't get. But those are pretty insane categories to run. I have not attempted one of those yet. I may at some point in the future. That would probably be sometime down the road. Move back in here, we'll take the secret exit. And pick up the key here and move on to the ghost house. So we'll wait on this boo ring to circle around just a little bit so I can move around here and go under there. And I'm going to see if I can get through this boo ring without taking a hit. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I got through that. Alright, cool. Whoops. Well, I didn't get P-speed, but did the hard trick though. So the boo rings are actually, in this game, they're on a global timer, basically meaning that all the boo rings in the game are tied to each other, and depending on how quickly you progress through rooms can change how their pattern starts. So if you go slower or faster, it'll change how they start, so sometimes you may have to wait a little bit. Yes, and I think I actually forgot to mention that the exit to get to the top secret area is the one that you can't get with this category. You have to be able to get to the floor up top, and since you have no cape and no Yoshi, there's not really any feasible way to be able to get that. So I think the boo ring's not going to be favorable here, so we actually may wait this time. Yeah, we're going to wait on that. Let's see if we can jump from here to here to here, and we got it. Nice. Mario's jump height varies a little bit, so sometimes I can make that jump up there no problem, like I just did, and then sometimes you'll end up just short, but the game was nice to me in this instance, so we made it up there no problem. Yes, they are on a global cycle. So we'll move on to Special World here. Since I have no cape, there will be no zips, since I cannot do that. So we'll just have to wait for Mario to go down through here. Each one of the the star level or Star World levels have 2 exits, so it'll take us a few minutes to get through this. I'll pick up the star just for safety, since it just cost me just a very small amount of time. So we finished this first one, we'll go back and we'll get to the secret exit. That's what will take not nearly as long to get to that. So this is the first instance of Blue Yoshi. We will see Blue Yoshi a few more times in this run. This is the first place we pick him up. We're just gonna swim with him to the end, and we'll feed him the mushroom. Up the key and good to go. So I'm actually not going to do the regular exit just yet. I'm going to actually do that later in the run because I actually have to come back through here. So it's fine for me to come back and do it later. It also gives me another chance to pick up a Blue Yoshi. That's part of the way the route is designed. So don't worry that I missed an exit. I'll come back to get it later. Ooh, he got close to me with that one. All right, on to this one. This one can be a little tricky. "96 total exits in this game. All right, so back for round 2. Now this one's pretty tight. Like if I lose my P-speed or I kind of mess up, then I'm in a little bit of trouble here. So let's hope that I get what I need here. Looks like it should be good. Yeah, it's a you don't have a lot of room for error there before Yoshi eats the shell. As long as you get a shell with Blue Yoshi here, this level is actually pretty easy. Especially since you can just go up here and run on the top once you get up there. So we'll come back for one more go at Star World 5, and we will move on to Special World. One other thing, I guess, for those of you who are not super familiar with Super Mario World speedruns, you may have noticed I'm playing the Japanese version, as the level names are in Japanese. That saves a little bit of time. It's about 20 seconds worth of time save due to the text boxes are faster. There's a couple of other minor differences. In the Japanese version, you can actually eat the dolphins, and there's an extra cape in Vanilla Dome 1. Aside from that, that's pretty much the only differences between the two versions and the faster text boxes. We'll wait on him here. Alright, so I may not say much during the next couple of levels. These are two of the more difficult levels, and I don't have a lot of room for error, so we'll just we'll hope this goes well. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get the first one. It's a fairly tight window with the timing because of the chucks and the baseballs that they throw. So that's the first one. So let's try the second one here. Okay, we got this one. Cool. Get the wings, finish the level early. And I'm actually very happy that I did both of those levels. Those are actually pretty tough. I mean, I'm sure it looks tough, but it's like on the second one that I did for Way Cool, like you have to jump on certain areas of those the on-off switches. Like if you jump too far to the left or too far to the right, you won't land on the next object that you need to land on. So, not the easiest trick in the world, but it's pretty cool when you're able to pull it off. And this one, if you recognize this is actually the title screen level. But we're going to play all the way through it, and hopefully not hit any objects like Mario does in the demo. Spit the shell out, grab it again, so that we have enough time on that to be able to make it to the end of the level without Yoshi swallowing the shell. He'll swallow it shortly after the end. But that's something when you're flying over the levels with Yoshi that you do have to manage a little bit, is he won't last, or he won't be able to keep the shell the entire level, so you have to spit it back out and pick it back up. Which, some levels is not that hard, but some of them you need to do it in mid-air, which is a little bit more of a challenge. This level is a bit of a pain because of the water and all the flying hammer bros. Okay. Whoops. Well, he didn't want to swim. Let's see if we can get some P-speed here. And all the lag. It lags a little bit there at the end of the level with all the sprites with the Flying Hammer Bro and all that. Okay, on to Outrageous. There is no way to fly over this level unless you have a cape. And this level is honestly awful. So, if I make it through the... basically, if I don't lose Yoshi and I don't die, I'm happy with it. Let's see, we'll play it safe here. Yoshi almost ate the... Whoops. Come here. This level's an absolute nightmare. I will honestly say that. That was, well, the first one was kind of intentional for damage boost there. And we'll hold off here just for a second, and looks like we made it. Yeah, there are absolutely no shells to eat in this level. So, I got Yoshi. I didn't lose any power-ups. I made it through the level, so that's a win in my book. There are faster ways to do it. But for me, I'm happy to just make it through the level. So that was me recycling the shell. So it gives me a little more time to fly with it. I'll probably need to do it again. We'll do it right after this one. You are a super player. So it says you are a super player in Japanese, and it says you are a super player in the US version. I guess the PAL version too. So we're back. So the palette has changed. We're back in Yoshi's Island. I'm gonna do this level, pick up a P-switch, or I mean, do a switch palace rather. So we'll do our first switch palace here, which will be the yellow one. We'll see if we get a yump. A yump is where I take an extra jump off when I hit the P-switch, so we'll see if we get it here. I've got 4 chances on this since there's 4 switches. There's one. That trick actually provides 0 benefit. It's just cool to do. So now we're back to Donut Plains. We're going to go around the normal route. Hoping to keep Blue Yoshi here. I'm pretty sure it's a 1-frame trick if you're talking about the yumps, yeah. For some reason, and I was talking about this with someone else yesterday, it seems easier with Yoshi. I don't know if it actually is, but it just feels easier. So here we've got our first auto-scroller. Not a lot really going on this level. Alright, so we'll take the secret exit here and we'll go do the green switch palace. So here is chance number 2 for Yump. Let's see if we get it on this one. Ah, I didn't get that one. No worries though, we got 2 more switch palaces. Run invalidated. Reset. There's actually some cool things that you can do in this level if I was playing a cape category. I mean, I could still try to do them in this one, but I don't want to mess around too much, because sometimes if I play around too much, I end up making a really dumb mistake. So we'll avoid that here. Actually, you can sort of clip up in there through the block like that. He sort of Mario jerks around a little bit while he clips through the block. If I were to lose Blue Yoshi, would I immediately go for another one or try to go on alone? It depends, actually. Some places are pretty crucial to have him, and then some places are not so much. Especially at this point in the game right now, it would take a lot of time for me to go pick up another Blue Yoshi. So I do know how to no cape without Yoshi a fair amount of these levels. So it's just honestly, it just depends on the situation that you're in, on whether it's worth it to go pick up another Blue Yoshi or not. So we're not going to take the vine in here and go through the doors. We're going to do a spin jump like right here, and then we're going to spin jump on top of the boo here, and we'll just get up to the exit here instead of taking the doors and climbing up the vine. Saves a little bit of time. This one, I'm not going to attempt the really fast start for this one. We're going to play it a little safe here. That window to get the P-speed very early is pretty tight, and if you miss it, then you end up in the pit. So I would lose Blue Yoshi, and I'm trying to minimize a little bit of risk here for just a couple of seconds in time loss. This one, if you actually have to no-cape this level without Yoshi, this is actually one of the more difficult levels to do. Which is, if you watch any no-cape, no-star world runs, they actually do no-cape this level because you don't have a Blue Yoshi to do that at that point. So that's one of the more difficult levels on the ground. Spit out the shell. Grab it here, and we should be good for the end here. We'll fly right by the moon here. If anyone wondered where the moon in World 2 is, it's right there. So now we're on to Morton's Castle. Hoping to keep fire up through it. Morton's a little faster to kill if you have fire. So we'll hope that goes well here. So we're going to start with a spin jump, do a little bit of a delay, and then run up the stairs. Whoops, well, I kind of clipped the side there, but that's okay. So we're going to take the springboard with us. Hopefully we'll get to use it here at the end to speed it up just a little bit. And we will put that bad boy down right here and not get hit by the Koopa, or the dry bones. So 2 fireballs and a bop on the head, and he's done. That trick also works for Ludwig and Roy. It's a lot faster to be able to take fire into those. It's a much quicker kill than having to jump on their head 3 times. So we'll move on to Vanilla Dome here. So I'm going to take the secret exit first and do a couple of the secret exits, and then I'm going to come back and do the lower route. So we'll do both of the exits here, and then we'll go back down. That opens up when I need to come back through Star World, that opens up the path to come back through here, because that's where my route's going to be. Oh wait, I'm taking this exit first. I was about to do the wrong exit. Not that it's really that big of a deal if I took the wrong exit, but... Alright, this one's a little more tricky. I'm going to try to hit a few of these Koopas out of the way. There we go. Whoop, come on. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to take the lower route. So we'll come back down here and we'll do the regular exit. I did not get the P-Speed. I was actually going to fly under this section instead of going through here, but since I touched a block and lost my P-Speed, we're not going to risk it now. Not really that big of a time difference, but it's more of a swag trick. And we'll pick up that. Well, Actually, I wasn't expecting P-Speed at that moment. So we're going to ditch Yoshi here, because we can't really use him in the next level. So first we'll do the secret exit to get to the red switch palace, so that'll be switch number 3. Alright, can we get 2 out of 3? Yep. Semi-valid. So we're going to go up top here and pick up the star. That'll make the rest of this level considerably easier. The patterns of the bats through the end of this level are pretty tricky to do it without a star. Alright, so we're going to try to go through the boo rings here. Hopefully I get a decent pattern. I might get hit. We'll see. Yeah, we got hit. Yeah, that's fine. Whoops. Just for safety, I'm going to pick up this mushroom here. Sorry, my dog was sneezing. So, unfortunately for this level, we do have to ride the platform some. There is a really crazy shell jump trick that you can actually take the top route. But we're not going to go for that. What kind of dog do I have? He is a Pyrenees Lab Mix. Whoops. Oh shoot, where's the... I need the shell. I kind of put it in the wrong spot and I despawned the shell there, but we can make it respawn, no problem. Yeah, he's a pretty big boy. He's like 75, 80 pounds. Alright, so made it through that one. This one is pretty much mostly a flyover level. Alright, on to Lemmy here. There's some RNG with the Magic Koopas here. So hopefully he will be nice to me. Whoops. Let's pick that up just in case. In case I get bad RNG there and he hits me. Like that. Oh boy. Oh no. Like that. That's one of the things that can happen there. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, don't turn it into a thwimp this time. Thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and bop you real quick. Yeah, the RNG not playing very nice to me. So the second death I had there was kind of my fault, because most of the time it's a yellow shell, but occasionally it'll turn into a thwimp. So I rolled the dice there and I lost essentially, but. Alrighty, so we are through World 3. Coming up is Cheese Bridge. This is another pretty difficult level to do it relatively quickly. So we're gonna hope for the best here. And I gotta do it twice. That's the fun part of it too. So we'll see how this goes. Oh wait, I forgot which exit I was doing. I'm doing that one first. I have not actually played any. I have not actually played any Kaizo Mario games. But that's what it feels like. But if you guys enjoyed that, guess what? We get to go back and do it again. And I have to do the rest of the level. For the secret exit, I have to take Yoshi with me all the way through the level until the first gold tape. I don't have any other option. I have to do it this way. We'll start and select. We'll try it one more time, and if not, I'll just ride the platform. Okay. Let's pick up the midway here, just in case. Whoops. I need you, Yoshi. So this is Soda Lake. I really do not care for this level. But fortunately, you can actually swim through, or underneath most of it. So that's what we're going to do here. But, so yeah, I had to do a second chance on the, on that exit there. But the fortunate part for that, whoops, the fortunate part for that is I could actually start select out of it this time, so I didn't have to go back and get Yoshi. Like if I failed it the first time, that's a bigger issue than doing it the second time. As long as I start and select before I lose Yoshi. Yeah, I guess the equivalent of this for Small Mario only, it does reduce the number of exits that you can actually complete. So here's where we go back to Star World, and we'll pick up Blue Yoshi here. I was hoping to still have a power up, but we're going to feed the Yoshi here. 3, 4. Whoops, I didn't mean to go up down there that soon. Okay. Oh, well, I thought it was going to mount Yoshi. Okay, well, these guys are gonna give me issues here. Alright, cool. That didn't exactly go as planned, but we made it. Yeah, it's 90X at Small Mario only. Because the reason I don't feed Yoshi the star is because the swimming is very slow. It would take me forever to swim through the level with a full-size Yoshi. So, and let's do this. Whoops. Okay, I tried to pick it up a little too late. That's okay though. We'll get P speed here. Here's the dolphin level. Hopefully I can time my jumps correctly for this one. Well, I missed that last one, but the rest of it is actually pretty good. Ethan, yeah. So that is one of the differences between the Japanese version and the U.S. and the European version. Is you can eat the dolphins on this version, but you can't eat the dolphins on the other versions with Yoshi. So this is the underwater fortress. Not a ton to this. You just gotta carefully swim around the fish and all that stuff. Go ahead and pick that up just for the heck of it. Here's our first Reznor. And that's pretty good. Moving on to Butterbridge 1. This is a 2-minute auto-scroller with not really a lot going on, so if you need a very quick momentary break, get a drink of water, something like that, then this would probably be the time to do it. So it's, in this portion of the game, it's actually pretty important that I keep Blue Yoshi. And the reason for that is the Forest Secret level that'll be coming up in the next world. If I don't have a Blue Yoshi for that, I have to ride the platforms across the entire stage. And if I do have a Blue Yoshi, I can just eat one of the red shells at the beginning and just fly over it. So that's if I don't have Blue Yoshi, that's a pretty hefty time loss. So like I said, it's pretty important to keep him through this section of the game. Yeah, this level is definitely the most boring in the game. It picks back up here in a little bit though. I was hoping to have fire for Ludwig, but considering that I lost it, we can't do the fire kill on Ludwig, but not a big deal. This level, this is also another one of those levels that's really difficult if you have to do it on the ground, because of the spawn patterns of the flying Koopas. So luckily we don't have to deal with a ton of that, just at the beginning. And on to Ludwig's castle. We're just going to damage boost through this first one, just to save a little bit of time there. Oops, well, I didn't get peace beat. So we'll pick up this mushroom, and we'll see if we can do this section relatively quickly. So I can't do a quick kill on him since I don't have fire, but I can do a semi-quick kill on him. So I don't have to wait 3 cycles to kill him. So if I jump on him in midair, like that, I can just do another bop and then it'll kill him just a little bit quicker. Yeah, so the Koopas look different, and the palette of the overworld is different because I've completed Special World already. When you complete Special World, it makes those changes. And the reason we do it so early is it will change some of the Koopas into blue Koopas, so it makes it a little easier to fly in some of the levels that we normally otherwise couldn't. Yeah, the autumn colors, that's a good way to put that. So we're going to take the secret exit here first. So like those Koopas there, all 3 of those blue Koopas, if I had not done special, they would be red. So I mean, in this specific situation, since I have blue Yoshi, it wouldn't really matter. But that's one of the instances of where they are different. That's a good first room. This room can be a little tricky because of the boot patterns here. Sometimes they'll hit you, sometimes they won't. Hopefully they won't. Okay, that was good. Whoops. You've beaten the game before, but not go through the vanilla way. So there's a specific route that minimizes the route that I'm taking. Well, there's a couple of different routes for this category, but the routes are designed to minimize overworld travel time so that you're not backtracking so much and losing a bunch of time because of that. I mean, there's a few other reasons, but that's one of the reasons. So this is the level that I want to have Blue Yoshi for. There's a slightly faster way to get this started. We're not going to do that. Because it's one of those situations, if I miss the jump, then I'm dead. So I don't want, that's, for as little time as doing this backup strat costs, it's not really worth it to go for that right now. I would possibly go, like if this was just a regular RTA run, I would probably go for that, but it's, you have very little room for error on that. The background acts like, yeah, it really does. If you're actually playing this game with a cape and you fly over that level, as long as the background doesn't start scrolling unless you touch the platforms. That's what actually causes the background to start moving, is touching the gray platforms at the beginning. So the first part of this is an auto-scroller. You just got to be a little careful here and not run into the saws. The second part of it's a little trickier. Well, crap, I can't see what's down here now. Since I lost my power-up, you know what, we're going to pick this one up just to be a little on the safe side. Come on, guys. Go back into the forest now, and we'll start working on some of these other levels. Yeah, that second room is pretty scary. I'm gonna bot Black2 here real quick. Yeah, that second room is pretty scary. And that hit that I took in the second room, there at the very beginning of the second room, I jumped a little. I either jumped a little bit early or a little bit late, so I got hit by the pody boo. Normally I spin jump off of the top one, because there's two of them that spawn there. So my timing was just a little off on that. So here's a clip. I'm going to clip through the level here, which saves a huge chunk of time to do it if I get it. And, well, I messed that up, so we're going to try it again. Actually, we're going to try it until we get it, but... Okay, he kicked me out. Okay. So that allows us to actually swim under the level like this, so we don't have to go weaving through the passageways of this level, so we just swim right under it. We'll have to come back and do this again for the other exit. Just pick up the key and swim under here, and we don't have to mess with all that stuff, and just come up at the end and good to go. Third try is the new first try. Yeah. Yeah, I was just slightly off on the timing there. It has a fairly precise timing of when you have to dismount Yoshi to get everything to line up properly. It's not an easy trick. Once you get used to it, it's not too bad, but it's not always easy to get that on the first try. So we'll go for the regular exit here. We'll come back and do the secret exit once we're finished with all the other exits in Forest of Illusion. I won't be going back to Star World. I'm finished with Star World. I will have Green Yoshi until Valley of Bowser. I'll have a blue Yoshi in the second level there. Back to the ghost house, we got to do the secret exit, which takes you back to FOI 1. Pretty much the same thing, I just got to go a little farther in the level. And the World 5 moon is at this exit. It's right there. Back to FOI 1, we'll do the regular exit. Yeah, that's the wrong game. So now we'll go back to FOI 2, we'll do the clip again, and we'll take the secret exit to get to the blue switch, which will be the last switch of this run. So one more jump opportunity. Okay. Got it a lot quicker that time. So, kind of one of the things that works with this is, as long as Yoshi doesn't touch the ground before you like clip into the wall, you have I believe it's a 75% chance of making it. There is some RNG factored into that, which it can kick you out. But if you do let Yoshi touch the ground, then all that changes, and it's just basically try until you get it. Alright, can we get one more jump? One more jump for the run. Yep, there it is. 3 out of 4. Is the SFC version? Yes, this is the SFC version. It's about 20 seconds faster because of text boxes. Alright, so Roy's castle here. Obviously we cannot fly through this, so we're gonna have to ride the platform for the first part of this level. Hopefully I don't take a hit. And then we'll damage boost through the spike section. Stay back here. Get the Potoboos to not come after me. We'll just damage boost intentionally through this section. And we'll do some crazy jumps here. Crazy scary jumps take care of Roy here. You thought the iframes would clear that when you're still on the spikes. No, it's close, but it's close, but I made it. Alright, so on to Chocolate Island. This one has no shells in it, so I cannot actually fly over this level. I have to no-cape it. This one's kind of tricky. Whoops, I missed the platform. Nice job. Otherwise, aside from where I missed that little platform there, that was actually a pretty good CI1. This one's a little tricky. You got the fishing boot here, which you gotta try to avoid the blue flame that he's got on a line here. Sometimes I get hit by this here, like right in here, and then sometimes I don't. We'll back off a little bit. See if we can get Suicide Door. Nope, didn't get it. And just in case I need an extra go with this, we're gonna take the power up here. We got it. So I can spin jump on top of those as long as I take a damage boost, but if I can't take damage there, then I'll die to that. So, but I just picked up the flower just in case I had to try it a second time, but we got it first try. This level has a few determining factors on the route that it takes you through. So there's 2 exits on this. If you want to get the secret exit, you have to get into the second pipe, like when we're in the second room now. We have to get into this pipe before the timer gets to 249. So we're at 269, so we're good there. So if the timer drops below 249, which we'll have to come back and do, then you take the path to the regular exit. There's also other factors on how many coins you pick up. Will give you different rooms as well. This level, the first room of this level is sometimes kind of a nightmare, depending on when the Chucks decide to kick the footballs like that. That's kind of yeah, like sometimes they'll give you a good pattern, sometimes they don't. Whoop. So that first room was a little scary. Sometimes they'll give you good patterns and it's not a big deal, and then sometimes they'll give you that, and it's a little painful. Well, I lost my P-speed there, but we're almost at the end, so that's okay. So a little bit of trouble in the first room. The rest of it went okay. Keep the P-Speed at that very last section, because I have to jump over the chuck there, and I backed off just a little too much and lost my P-Speed, but not a huge deal. So for this one, we're gonna play around a little bit because I got some time to waste. Whoops, well, didn't mean to do that, but we got the fire here. 249, we can go into the pipe, and that'll take us to the regular exit. Which exit gets skipped? It is the one to get to the top secret area. That's the one that you can't get. I need to stay pretty low here so I don't get hit. Then we'll come up here and recycle the shell, and we will go up top now. Top secret areas for noobs anyway. Alright, so there's the first exit. I'm going to skip that one and take the secret exit here. Which you have to take the secret exit in this one to actually progress through this route. Alright, onto the fortress. So I'm going to scroll the screen to the left here, which you actually won't see it happen, but that's what the hesitation is there. So we're going to try to slip through these pencils here. What it does is it causes them to start coming down later, so I can actually slip through there. This room is usually not too bad. Has a pretty good chocolate fort. Oh, whoop. That section's kind of a little bit tricky there. That's not really, that's fine, because I can, there's a very convenient Yoshi at the beginning of the next level, so I'd actually usually anticipating having a little bit of an issue there. Sorry, Yoshi. It's hard to see those like diagonal platforms. It's kind of hard to see where you need to jump, and it doesn't always seem to be consistent. So that's something I'm generally prepared for. Wait for this here. Alright. If there was any way to die, at least it's in a hot chocolate bath. Alright, so we got Yoshi. We will need him for Valley of Bowser, going into Wendy's Castle here. Some kind of scary stuff here in the beginning. I'm going to delay there just a little bit just to get this the second Saw to spawn like in a different area, so I don't have to wait another cycle. There is a faster strat that I could do in the second room, but it's pretty risky, and it's a lot easier if I'm small. But I'm going to wait an extra cycle here to get through it. That little section where that thing was coming down on me, you can one cycle that without waiting, but you have to be pretty quick in that room to get it. So we're starting to get into the later stages of the run here. Overall it's going pretty well. We still got a few difficult levels left to go in this. So some of them aren't too bad, and some of them are kind of tricky. But here's hoping we have some pretty good luck on the last few levels here. So what I'm going to try to do in this room, this is the only ghost house type level that you can actually bring Yoshi into. What I'm trying to do here is I'm going to try to set up to despawn one of the boo rings. I don't know if I got it yet. We'll find out here in a second. But that makes getting through here a little quicker. I don't know if I got it, actually. We'll find out. If not, I'll just deboost through it. No, I didn't get it. So this is the one that you can get to despawn. But it requires some fairly precise movement. When I hit the two hits that I took against the boos at the beginning of this room, or that room, those were intentional to try to get the setup to get the boo ring despawn. But I didn't quite get it. But in this situation, not really a big deal. I still got a good pattern for the boo ring coming back up, so I was still able to get through it pretty quickly. And we'll do a little free fall, eat a couple of these guys, and there's the orb. The Mega Bowls on this game, when you're eating them with Yoshi, you have to be careful not to eat them too late, because if they come into contact with your hitbox, you'll actually take damage while you're on Yoshi. So it's important to actually eat them early like that, rather than waiting to the last moment to try to eat those. Well, if you're not running at full speed, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but if you're running at full speed and they come into contact with your hitbox, then you'll still take a hit. If you're small Mario and you do that and it comes into contact with your hitbox, you'll actually die while you're on Yoshi, which is obviously something we don't want here. So let's see if we can get a pretty good go at this room no cape while keeping P-speed. The reason I shifted back and forth there at the beginning is to give the yellow sandbars enough time to come down far enough so that I can jump on top of them. So this is the final blue Yoshi of the game. We'll get to use him here in a minute. You can actually slide and kill those if you didn't know that. Some people don't know that. Oh no. I jumped too short. Yeah, you can kill the green bubbles that way. You can also, if you can kill them with the cape as well. Like if you still have the cape open and you're sliding on the ground, you can kill them that way too. That also works on the boos. Oh well, for the sliding cape part. All right, so this level. As long as you get that section where you have to recycle the shell, this one's actually not too bad. Alright, this level, this one's a little technical and tricky at times. So I have to have Yoshi for the secret exit. I don't have to have him for the other exit. But the key is behind some, you have to have Yoshi to get the key out, so. That one right there. So we'll come back and do the regular exit. Like I said, I don't have to have Yoshi for this one, but I'm a little more comfortable while having Yoshi with this one. Alright, on to Larry here. So we're going to do a strat here that allows me to skip having to wait the entire time for this snake to go around the room. So we're going to use a little bit of a damage boost here once the snake gets far enough for me to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump on this platform with the ball and chain here. Spin jump, we'll damage boost across that and head on down here. So I'm going to do another scroll to the left strat, which I'm doing right now. And we can get past the first pencils here without having to wait on them. So now we have to wait on Magic Cube because I have no cape to spin the blocks. So yeah, so now I can kill him now, which I probably will do. And we'll go ahead and kill him just so that he's out of my way and I don't have to worry about it. Oh, I didn't quite get it, so that's... You can die now. Thank you. So we just got a few levels left. We've got Vob 2, the Fortress, and then we'll be on to the Bowser fight to wrap this thing up. So we'll delay here just a bit. Do the same thing we did earlier. Hopefully we will. Well, okay. Lost a bit of P-speed, no big deal. So say goodbye to Yoshi for the final time. I won't see him anymore. You actually can't take Yoshi into here. You'll die if you take Yoshi into here. It's not possible to make it through this with him. So we're going to try to do a skip here. We're going to try to skip a cycle. I'm not doing the sandbar clip, but okay, we got it. So if you can get under that section far enough, you can actually skip that cycle there. But yeah, no sandbar for me. So we'll see. This is sometimes you get this, sometimes I won't. Okay, so that jump that I did right there, since Mario's height actually varies in this game, when you do that jump like that, sometimes you'll make it and sometimes you won't. So fortunately I was able to make it. So we'll do one more left screen scroll here. That will delay the crushers enough, if I don't mess up the rest of this, so that I can make it by without having to wait for their cycle to go. Oh, I jumped at the wrong time. Actually, I think I was trying to do the cape strat there. I bumped up against the ceiling like I was doing the cape strat, so my bad. Okay, we're not gonna try it this time. We're just gonna chill out on this one. All right, so we just have the Bowser fight left to go, and we should be finished. So for this, we're gonna try to, in the second phase, we're gonna try to do a ball skip trick, which will save us a little bit of time. And what we want to do is we want to keep a Mecha Koopa into the next phase. Ooh, he's a little close to me there. There we go. So what it is the trick. If I pull it off successfully, he will only drop one of the bowling balls and not two of them. So that will save us a bit of time here. So we'll hang out over here until Bowser starts to drop the ball there and turns upside down. I'll start moving. So we'll go over here. Throw the Koopa. Sometimes I take a hit there, and it's not a big deal. So that should be the only one he drops. He should drop the Koopas, or the Mecha Koopas now. I'll throw one up and move on to phase 3. Okay, that's good. Alright, one more hit. When she first frame, she appears is when it stops. And that's it. And that is actually a PB by 8.5 seconds. So overall, pretty solid run. Had a few mistakes here and there. I died what 2 or 3 times. So easiest trick to do here while the fireworks are going off. If you keep holding up on the D-pad. This is an easy trick. Just keep holding up on the D-pad during this cutscene, and once the credits start rolling, we'll see what happens here. And once the credits start rolling while you're holding up on the D-pad, you can let off this point Mario start doing this weird clapping hands thing. So easy trick to pull off. Easiest trick in the game. I did not know about this until I started speedrunning the game. So I'm pretty happy with this run. I was a little bit concerned at the beginning, but overall, pretty good run. I mean, well, it's a PB, so I can't be mad about it. I don't know if they want me to let the credits roll out or not. Let's see. So we're going to let the credits roll out here. And just for the sake of verification, once the credits are over, we'll reset real quick and make sure I got 95 exits. Just for run validation purposes. So, did I wear the hat? Actually, I did not. I did not wear the hat. So while the credits are rolling here, I believe we have SMB3 Rando coming up, which I believe is Proa and Human Mustard. Let's double check here. I believe that's what we got. Oh, it's Mario Teaches Topping. Okay, I guess they put that one in there right after my run, so that would be interesting. I actually had that game as a kid. I enjoyed that game, to be honest with you. Imagine PBing in a video game. Yeah, it's a rare occurrence, but once in a while it happens. Yeah, I'll have to stick around and watch the Mario Teaches Topping game. I had that as a kid. I loved that game. So basically, I had a couple of quick deaths, and I had a little trouble on Cheese Bridge the second time around. But the things I was really happy to get was Tubular and Way Cool. Those are pretty difficult levels, and I was happy to get those. Those are definitely a good thing to get out of the way. It has been a week for me. That is very true. That is the end of the credits. Let's make sure we got 95 exits. Should be file A, and it says 95, so that should be valid. So anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for me here. Everybody stay tuned for some Mario Teaches Topping and then some SMB3 randomizer in the Mario block. I want to thank RGL for having me. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I guess we'll send it back to you guys. Thanks a lot.